Today is Pop and I's 13th wedding anniversary, and how are we celebrating? Working on our homestead. As you can see in the background, Pop is over there tilling up our second garden space. That is where we're going to grow our corn and our okra, and that ground is giving him a fit right now, but we have got to get this done today because here in the next couple of days, it's going to start raining again, and from what we understand, it's not going to stop for 7 whole days. So while Pop is over there tilling up the ground until he's ready for me to help sow in those seeds, I've got a few things to do in the front garden because, well, our Dixie, bless her heart, she loves to dig, and I'll be if she hasn't dug up 4 of my tomato plants. So I've got some tomato seeds right here, and I'm going to go fill up those spots with some tomato seeds and hope that this rain is going to cultivate them, make them grow, and we'll just have a little succession growing for some tomatoes. Y'all, this is my very favorite cherry tomato, this Isis candy. It truly is like candy. When I'm out here working in the garden, I'll just pick them off and eat them as I go. So very rarely do a lot of them end up in the house. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So I'm hoping all 4 of these plants will take, because my goodness, that's a good tomato. This is the self-propelled tiller that Pop is working with, trying to get this ground broke up. And his challenge is all the grass that has grown up in here. It's really thick, and he's having to run over this at least 2 or 3 times just to get it broke up enough to where he'll probably have to come back and till it again just to get the loose dirt. This is the area that he started working on right here. And this is the area that he's working on now. See how thick that grass has become? From here all the way to the other end where you saw that he tilled up, that's where we're going to grow our corn and our okra. And I think I'm going to put some watermelons and pumpkins in here too. This is one of the spots where Dixie dug up one of the tomato plants. And how do I know it was her? Well, that's her paw print. Good grief, that dog. And, well, here's some other spots where she dug them up. And I'm not happy about it, but she's one of our guardian dogs, and that's just the nature of her. Her breed, she is part Australian Shepherd, and those dogs, they're very busy. They like to be busy, and she likes to be in the middle of what we're doing. So if she sees us down there digging, well, hey, what you doing? I want to do it too. And we would like to eventually fence off this area. Who knows if that'll ever get done, because there's so many other projects around here that's going to take precedence, but that's okay. I don't mind. I can just drop another seed. I've got about 100 other tomato plants out here that she hasn't bothered, so it's not like we're going to lose tomatoes. As you can see, we have several rows of tomatoes, so we caged off all of them that we could till we ran out of cages, and then we had some of those green tomato stakes that we started using, and when we ran out of those, well, we have these orange and white. These are driveway markers. Well, they'll work just fine as tomato stakes, so we got them put out as well. And our youngest son, Nolan, and his wife, Mika, they came to visit us this past weekend, and Mika, she's so sweet. She loves to come out here and help me in the garden, and she actually helped me put in all those driveway markers around all those tomatoes. And Nolan cut up t-shirts, and she and I went around, mostly her, she's such a hard worker, and she tied the cut up t-shirts around the tomato plant to help them grow up along the stake. I'll show you. We use old t-shirts and cut them into strips because they're stretchy, and then we tie them from the stake to the tomato plant to encourage that tomato plant to grow on up along that stake. And as the plant gets bigger and heavier, it'll keep it from going over onto the ground. And as you can see, we got that done to every single one of them all over the garden. Right here is a little tomato plant that just isn't going to make it. So I'm going to pull that out of there. And let's see here. What have I got? Got these little garden pliers, and I'm just going to make a hole, put about 3 seeds in there, cover that up, and hopefully replace that with another plant. Right here is one of the spots where old Dixie dug them up, so I'm just going to do the same thing, make a little hole, Drop me about 3 little seeds in there. And cover it up. I'm hoping with this coming rain, like I said, it's going to cultivate these and cause them to grow. Y'all, it's about 81 degrees out here today, but Pop keeps his truck close by. We're taking frequent breaks, and we'll hop in his truck, sit in the air conditioner, and visit for a little bit, and then he'll go back to doing his tilling, and I'll come back over here to this front garden, and both of us have bottled water out here with us, so we make sure we stay hydrated. But what I did was I filled up as many of those empty spots where Dixie dug up the tomato plants with seeds, and I just used up that packet, and I maybe have 2 or 3 places scattered here and there that I didn't have enough seeds for, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it because, as y'all could see, we have plenty of tomato plants. But I thought for those, especially those areas where there were 4 spots in a row, that I will go ahead and put the seeds in. Do I run the risk of her coming through and digging them up? I sure do, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Like, she's a good dog. We love her to pieces. She's a mess. She's the one that keeps us on our toes. But we don't have the garden area fenced off, and they have free run of the property, and actually them being out here helps run off other critters. We have found turtles out here, we have found snakes out here, and we have found rabbits out here, and Lord, we know we don't want rabbits out here feasting on this buffet. And as y'all can see, we have a lot of maintenance that we need to do here in this front garden, especially around in this squash and zucchini area, because I mean to tell you, that rain caused that grass just to take off and take over. Now, Pop can run that tiller down between them rows and clean that up pretty good, but we're going to have to get the weed eater tool out and see if we can't get that grass off from around them plants on top of the row. And I have a cultivator tool that's coming here in about a week or so that I'm hoping is going to help to make that job a whole lot easier. And I apologize for the audio. It is all over the place. We're pretty new to this editing and doing the YouTube videos, and I spent a lot of money on these DJI microphones, and I tell you what, I'm having the hardest time getting a good sound mix out of them. I actually took them back to the factory settings today because everything just sounded so muffled. So we're trying to get that issue worked out. I should have gone with another brand, I think, but we're just going to keep working with these until we can figure it out, or go ahead and invest the money into the set of Rhodes, I think is the name of the brand, that I've heard or watched other YouTubers do their videos, and they sound so good. I went with DJI because all the reviews said it was a wonderful mic, and maybe it is, maybe it's just I don't know how to use it. But anyway, our audio was all over the place, and I realized that, and I appreciate your patience with us while we get this figured out. I just realized that this trellis is something new that we put in since we last gave you a garden update. We put this up and we're growing Pop's birdhouse gourds on there. And then we also added this trellis right here, and that is going to grow my loofah gourds on it. And also, since we did the last garden update, we put in this row of trellises right here, and that is got more cucumbers. We planted cucumbers there probably about a week ago, and let me show you something. they're already popping up. Oh my gosh, y'all, we're going to have all kinds of pickles this year. Now, these are the cucumber plants that we started from seed back in April. And look at this, y'all. We got baby pickles in progress. Now, I'm super excited for both of these rows of trellises to be covered in those cucumber plants because let me tell y'all something. It's going to be beautiful. We did this on the other end of the garden last year, and when these cucumber plants took over these trellises, you talk about a beautiful walkthrough. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can't wait to show you. Now, we've already picked about a half a dozen of the squash, and looky there, y'all. This one plant is loaded down with some more. Well, it's done got too hot out here, so we're just going to call it. So that'll probably be it for this video. But anyway, I just want to thank y'all so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing in the comments. I love the community that we're building out here. And a special shout out to all of our FedEx family. About 2 weeks ago now, I believe it was, week or so, 2 weeks ago, Pop retired after 36 years of working with FedEx. And we gained a lot of followers from our FedEx family. Once he retired, he put an announcement out on a FedEx site over on the book face, and as a result of it, we picked up a lot of followers from that, and we're so excited to have y'all here, and we're grateful that you decided to follow our journey. Now we're just getting started on this homesteading thing. I'm 51, I think. I keep forgetting how old I am. I keep telling Pop it's just a number. I don't even care. I'm just thankful to be on this side of the dirt. Playing in it. But anyway, I'm 51, I think, and he's 55. So we're really blessed and thankful that we're able to have retired at such a young age and to focus on our dream of homesteading. Y'all, there's a lot about homesteading we know nothing about. We know how to grow food. We know how to preserve food by canning it. But other things like growing chickens, raising chickens, I should say, and I plan to have rabbits. I want the rabbits for their manure for the garden. So those are some of the things that we dream of having soon. There is going to be a landscape change here pretty soon. We have a special build that's coming. We're waiting on a call for it, so I don't want to announce it until I know for sure exactly when it's going to be here. But anyway, there is going to be a landscape change here, a build that's going to take place. It's going to really just be a game changer for us here on the homestead. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already, we'd love it if you would like, subscribe, and share, and keep those comments rolling. We love the community. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. As I say, we plant the seeds, y'all, but God makes them grow. So until next time, y'all, be blessed. Bye.